Axient wisdom lesson warmly greet you all. Recently, I came across a saying, everything around us is attracted by our own selves. Optimistic and open-minded people always find their surroundings filled with light and joy. Conversely, negative and pessimistic people seem to find everything unsatisfactory wherever they go. A psychologist once conducted an experiment. They placed two chimpanzees with different personalities into two rooms entirely lined with mirrors, meaning all four walls were mirrors. The cheerful chimpanzee entered the room and saw many friends. It happily greeted them and showed friendliness. The friends it saw in the mirror also smiled and greeted it back. This chimpanzee played happily with the reflections, feeling extremely content. The pessimistic chimpanzee, however, had the complete opposite experience. It entered the room with a gloomy face. Everywhere it looked, it saw gloomy chimpanzees staring coldly back at it. It did not want to interact and simply sat huddled in a corner, sighing. The other chimpanzees in the mirrors also hung their heads sadly, paying it no attention. 3 days later, when the psychologist returned to take the chimpanzees out, the cheerful one was in high spirits, reluctant to leave, and kept waving goodbye to the chimpanzees in the room. Meanwhile, the pessimistic chimpanzee, having spent 3 days immersed in a space full of negative energy, became increasingly exhausted, nearly unable to endure it. Researchers concluded that humans are just like these two chimpanzees. What you see is determined by your inner self. The emotions and attitudes you project into the world will eventually return to you. A person's living environment is often determined by their psychological state. If you harbor a deep longing for goodness, you will certainly live a better life. The more someone complains, the worse their life becomes. In fact, an invisible magnetic field exists around each of us, unseen and intangible. This magnetic field is like your shadow. Wherever you go, it follows closely beside you. But this field is not part of your physical body. It is a type of energy emitted from your spirit, emotions, and attitude towards life. The existence of this magnetic field allows us to attract people and things with similar or compatible fields. In other words, your magnetic field will attract people who share your values, your attitude towards life, and who also share similar life circumstances, experiences, and states of being. A person's fate is actually something they attract themselves. If your magnetic field is full of positive energy, you will attract positive people and events, always moving forward. These things will bring you joy and satisfaction, filling your life with light and hope. If your magnetic field is filled with negative energy, you will attract gloomy, pessimistic, and defeatist people and events, and these things will plunge you into suffering and trouble, filling your life with darkness and despair. This so-called magnetic field is the intuitive manifestation of the law of attraction. You are who you are, so you will meet people like you. You love certain things, so you will attract those things. Your magnetic field is your luck. When you believe in good things will find you. Today's sound is yesterday's echo. Everything in life is the result of what you have sown. Bad luck arises because your magnetic field has a problem. Do you know anything about the magnetic field effect? You have certainly had this experience. Some people make you feel like a long-lost confidant, while others make you not want to talk. The more you look, the less you like them. This is the magnetic field effect. Magnetic fields are interactive. The kind of magnetic field we emit is the kind of people we will attract. Like the law in physics, everything in life follows the principle of attraction. It is the same between people. Everyone is born with their own unique magnetic field. What we call fate also originates from this. Therefore, there is a magnetic field connection between people and events. It is clear that the magnetic field around us can truly change our destiny. The magnetic field you carry with you determines your life. Have you noticed? Some people think very quickly and clearly, but when they stand before someone else, they suddenly become tongue-tied. This is precisely the mutual interference of spiritual magnetic fields. When two magnetic fields meet, the stronger one will penetrate, interfere with, and even overwhelm the weaker one, causing the weaker side to experience disordered thinking, ultimately manifesting as stuttering or unclear speech. Everyone has a magnetic field that can both emit and absorb. In a negative magnetic field, you will absorb negative energy and your luck will worsen. Only in a positive magnetic field can you feel positive energy, making your life smooth and everything go well. Being near someone with a pure magnetic field will also make you better. Bad luck is related to the magnetic field around you. Circumstances have no inherent good or bad, they are created by the mind. When your heart accumulates too much gloom, your magnetic field weakens, giving rise to troubles and making everything go wrong. To know if your luck is good or bad, simply look at the magnetic field around you. A young man recently always felt unhappy and found he had not a single friend around him. He went to a Zen master for advice. The master asked, "How do you normally treat others?" The young man replied, "I am very sincere and treat everyone with my whole heart. It's just that I am a bit pessimistic and tell everyone around me whenever something unpleasant happens. But now no one wants to listen to me anymore." The Zen master said slowly, "Who would want to spend all day with someone full of negative energy? Indeed, emotions are contagious. When near someone with a negative magnetic field, their negative emotions are like a black hole, completely swallowing your light. Gradually, your own magnetic field will also weaken. When near someone with a positive magnetic field, their optimistic attitude will inspire you, making you more confident and energetic. Your own energy field will also change. Your luck will naturally improve. The ancients said complaining about heaven and blaming others is a sin. One instance of storing good fortune reduces it by 3 parts. A bad magnetic field makes people prone to bad luck. A good circle of friends is a huge magnetic field that can continuously propel you forward. Walking alongside wise people allows you to accumulate good karma. Accompanying virtuous people allows you to resonate with blessings. The magnetic field you build around yourself will determine your fate for life. Being near people with positive energy will certainly ensure your luck is not bad. Zheng Guofan once said, "Official rank and fame depend on one's spirit, wealth depends on one's vitality. A person's best luck lies not in their facial features, but in their spirit and demeanor. That demeanor is the magnetic field." When the magnetic field is murky, even if one's appearance seems auspicious, things will not go smoothly. But when one radiates a clear and bright magnetic field, their fortune will certainly be good. Therefore, being near such a person, you will feel light and comfortable, not troubled or anxious. There is a story like this. On a high-speed train, a child suddenly started crying loudly. The child's mother patiently tried to soothe him, but to no avail. After a few minutes, everyone on the train began to feel annoyed. Someone even spoke up angrily. Very quickly, the atmosphere in the carriage became tense and heavy. At this moment, an elderly man gave the child a toy to distract him. Then, someone else stepped forward to help. The child gradually calmed down. The atmosphere also became lighter. The initial negative, tense energy was gradually soothed, and the atmosphere in the carriage returned to normal. The people on the train unconsciously smiled. This process of change is actually the process of magnetic fields influencing each other. Your magnetic field will affect your mood, and your emotions will, in turn, impact that magnetic field. The more you maintain a positive and optimistic mindset, the easier it is to attract good things, and your luck will continue to improve. The people you meet are all karma. Human encounters are the magnetic field attraction of fate. This is what is mentioned in the I Ching, like sounds respond to each other, like energies seek each other. Just like people who are always as radiant as the sun, those around them are optimistic friends. A person with positive energy will certainly gather equally fortunate friends around them. The Avatamsaka Sutra says, "The Dharma realm's nature is created solely by the mind. The world originates from your inner self. Fate comes from the magnetic field within your heart." Whether your luck is good or not, simply look at the demeanor of the people beside you. Everything in life is a gathering of mutually influencing karma. If you want a certain kind of life, get closer to people who live that way. If you want to attract certain kinds of people, strive to become that version of yourself. Changing your fate is very simple. Whether you believe it or not, your fate is changing with your own transformation. Being near someone radiant like the sun, your soul will no longer be gloomy. Being near cheerful people, you will always smile. Being near proactive people, your actions will not fall behind. Being near generous people, your manner will no longer be petty. Being near wise people, you will not be blind when facing situations. Being near intelligent people, your actions will become flexible and astute. Borrow the willpower of others to perfect yourself. Learn the best from others to become the best version of yourself. In 2025, for those with good karma at this moment, begin to cultivate your mind. I want to share with you a few things about nurturing your own magnetic field to continuously attract good things. Below are 7 pieces of advice. If you implement them fully, in the coming year, you will certainly reach a new height compared to your former self. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button in the lower right corner to become someone of the same frequency, connecting with others who cultivate blessings. Sincerely wish blessings for others, everything will go smoothly. Genuinely and fervently wish for others to prosper, be healthy and happy. Good wishes will return to you. Those who love will be loved in return. Those who bestow blessings will receive blessings. When you sincerely wish blessings for others, you will also receive blessings from them. May everyone you meet be fulfilled and possess a frequency of positive energy. Thank you, heavens, for letting me meet you. May the heavens bless your kindness and sincerity. May we always meet and never be apart. I wish you happiness, joy, and peace, and may you feel the sincere affection in my blessing. I wish you that in the future all you hope for will appear, all your dreams will come true, all your hopes will be fulfilled, and all good things will be perfectly complete. Connect with nature and things of high-frequency energy. Nature is the most powerful place to cleanse energy and magnetic fields. Go outside frequently to replenish energy. Sunbathe to warm your positive energy. Nourish your blood, enhance your vitality, and dispel negative energy. Sunbathe the area on your back behind the neck vertebrae, the Dajue acupoint, to help eliminate cold energy and blood stasis in the body. Walk often in places with lush green trees or take solitary strolls. These are also good ways to restore energy. Nourish your vital energy daily. Nourishing yourself through diet is replenishing energy. When energy flows freely, a person will become increasingly beautiful, and good luck will naturally follow. Interact with lucky and capable people. The more you interact with them, the more you will gradually become as strong as they are. Stay away from people who are often negative. Instead, frequently communicate with positive, high-energy people. Gradually, you will also become stronger. Take good care of yourself and stay clean. Dress neatly in your favorite clothes and rearrange your hairstyle. When your mood is good, good luck will naturally come. Buy yourself a gift for the new year. Spend money on enhancing your own value. The gift does not need to be expensive, but it must bring positive energy. It could be a fresh bouquet of flowers, a nice meal you treat yourself to, a concert, a special experience, or simply a new cup or a new notebook. I want to become better. As long as you make yourself happy, spending money for happiness is the most worthwhile expenditure. Let the flow of money circulate so you can feel the energy it brings. Be grateful for money, as it helps you gain more experiences in life, both joyful and deeply sorrowful. Do not let others affect you. Maintain a positive and optimistic mindset. Whether something succeeds or fails depends on whether you let it go or hold on. Do not tell anyone about what you want to do. Great wealth often comes quietly. Speaking about it easily invites jealousy from petty people. Also, do not reveal your income, background, or personal shortcomings everywhere. Say goodbye to internal exhaustion. Learn to love yourself. If you always expect others to love you the way you love them, and if you put in effort with that expectation, your children will also become better. But if you rigidly hold on to a will to change others, this repetitive internal drain will directly consume your mental strength and energy, gradually making your inner self extremely tired. It is better to live a simple, clean life and place love upon yourself. If you want a certain kind of life, make yourself worthy of it. A person's magnetic field is very important. When you are relaxed, everything goes smoothly. When you strive, you will be rewarded. When you have love, someone will love you. All good things originate from a free and comfortable heart. Begin a journey of letting go. Cultivation is about shifting your gaze away from the things you cling to most, away from the places you focus on the most. If you keep staring intently at something, it will certainly develop problems. Whether it is gain or loss, it is actually just a thought, because everything is operating within your inner self. Suffering, troubles, joy, possession, or loss in this world all function within your state of mind. For example, when you fixate your eyes on a person, as long as you cling to that person, their words and actions will begin to affect you. When you fixate on them, you are actually fixating on your own likes and dislikes. It is like distinguishing sounds. You are actually distinguishing your own heart, because everything is operating within your sea of mind. It is also a part of your mind, and you are also a part of it. Remember to cleanse your soul. Do 3 good deeds every day. Doing good will surely encounter good. Doing 1 good deed each day keeps disaster at bay. Doing 1 bad deed each day, even if disaster has not yet arrived, blessings have already departed. You must accumulate good karma because the minds of sentient beings are still entangled and attached to troubles. Those roots are the result of countless past karmic cycles. If you are not greedy, not infatuated, and adhere to the right path, your mind will calm in an instant. But our practice has not yet reached that level. Therefore, we need to use good karma to compensate for bad karma. By accumulating virtue and doing good, you use that merit to dissolve karmic consequences. Repaying karmic debts, your mind encompasses all things. If you want all sentient beings to be good to you, then you must be good to all sentient beings. Accumulating good karma will certainly make you happier and happier. Thank you for watching this far. If you find these things helpful, please press like to show your support and leave a blessing in the comments. I wish you smooth sailing and that everything gets better and better. Let kindness circulate, let blessings uplift each other, and let love fill your heart. Next, I will share with you how to deal with people who constantly transmit negative energy. Previously, John was very afraid of hearing others sigh or complain. It made him feel anxious, and his mood also turned bad. At that time, he did not know how to deal with others' negative energy. He only knew how to hold the sadness in his heart or avoid going elsewhere. But recently, thanks to the 3 methods below, after eliminating the interference, John heard others sigh or complain again. Not only was he not affected, but he could also receive others' negative energy without being harmed. Do not regard others' complaints as your own business. The reason we are easily affected by negative energy is that we unconsciously place ourselves into others' emotions. But when we understand the principle, define responsibility boundaries, and do not view others' complaints as our own business, we will no longer be affected. Since the beginning of the year, a friend of mine has been constantly complaining to me about relationship issues with repetitive content. At first, I could not stand it and tried to avoid him. During the holiday, he invited me to his house. He would surely continue complaining. Sure enough, not long after arriving, he started lamenting again. This time, I did not avoid it. I listened to whatever he said. Occasionally, I responded with a few sentences. When he said he felt much better, I immediately seized the opportunity and said, "You work far from home and have no one to share your troubles with. It's understandable that your mood is bad, but you can think it through yourself." Perhaps this comforted him because afterward I noticed his tone softened considerably. Even though he resumed complaining not long after, I was no longer bothered. As a friend, I also tried to offer a few words of advice. I knew I should withdraw. He vented his emotions, and I was not affected at all. I was very surprised by myself. Not being drawn into my friend's negative energy and being able to withdraw promptly, perhaps it was because I no longer viewed his complaints as my own business. Others having negative emotions has nothing to do with me. Saying this might seem a bit cold. Negative emotions are a form of disturbance that needs to be discarded, not something to cling to. When others complain, you can listen and share their burdens, but absolutely do not utter pessimistic words yourself, because speaking them out will not only make the other person complain more, but will also entangle you in that source of negative energy. Giving up the habit of excessively helping others and meddling in others' affairs is the nature of most people. When we hear others complain, we often cannot help but offer advice. It may seem enthusiastic on the surface, but in reality, the other person is only venting their emotions. They may not necessarily need our opinion. At this point, our input becomes superfluous. Recently, I worked with a colleague. On the way, he would occasionally sigh. If he continued working like this, he would become depressed. Each time we went out together for work, he would complain, but I was not drawn in. On the contrary, I viewed his complaints as hearing gossip, because this was not the first time I had heard him complain like this. Every time we met, he repeated the same old things. I really wanted to ask, "Why don't you try to change?" But now I no longer ask, because he certainly understands the reasoning, he just does not want to act. Therefore, when listening to my colleague complain, although I very much wanted to help, I ultimately stopped myself. If he truly wants to change, he will proactively seek help. I only need to listen. Live each day fully. Have you ever had this experience? Each day has a goal. Life is very rich, making you feel life is beautiful. If you finish work on time, go exercise or hike. If you finish work late, drive around the city for a while, then go home. On weekends, make plans with a few friends to go running. Gradually, you will love this lifestyle. Every day, your inner self will be full of joy. When your heart is full, you will no longer care about others' negative emotions. When you hear a colleague complaining, you will unconsciously look out the window, thinking about what you need to do tonight, how to write your article, what to write about, etc. When you have a goal in your heart, you will automatically eliminate external disturbances such as others' complaints. Life is very short. Stay away from people whose magnetic field does not match yours. Once you fall into a state where others drain your spirit, your energy will gradually be eroded. If, after spending time with someone, you suddenly feel your mood plummeting, lose interest in everything, and feel your life is dark, it proves that person does not share your magnetic field and only continuously drains your energy. Smart people know how to choose their social circle. Interact more with positive people and stay away from those who are not on the same frequency. A truly lasting relationship is one of mutual nourishment, creating more energy together. Thank you for watching until the end. Remember one thing. As long as you are filled with light inside, always positive, with strong energy and a large enough magnetic field, you will certainly attract energy sources of the same frequency, helping you turn your fate around and start anew.